Hello, I am Imran Ali from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. This is lecture 39 on PDCA cycle and TPM. So, today I am going to discuss about what exactly it is the PDCA cycle and where in manufacturing and service organization this PDCA cycle is going to be used. So, the thing that I am going to cover, it is PDCA cycle, it is 5S and it is total productive maintenance. The PDCA cycle stand for, it is plan, do, check and act. PDCA cycle again, it is a tool that organization can use to maintain quality standard or quality parameter inside the organization. So, this PDCA cycle enable the organization to know where there are more chances for further improvement, where there is a more possibility that future course of action could be taken, so that it is going to be more viable for the company. So, at the very first stage, which is planning phase, it indicate about employee have to come up with their respective queries and problem which need to be addressed. So, as I told you that quality is something that have to be maintained and everyone inside the organization have to efforts toward maintenance and achievement of the quality standard and Six Sigma. So, either these are the top level employees, CEO, directors and so on, or these are the sales executive or marketing executive. Each and every one inside the organization have to work collectively and collaboratively to sort out the problem of quality issues and how the quality have to be improved. So, employees have to come up with their respective queries and the problem which need to be addressed. So, once all of them is going to works together, no doubt there will be some issues that employees are going to face together. So, these employees have to analyze and understand what are the major problems that the employees are facing and what action could have been taken by the company, so that these employees are not facing any problem or their problems are immediately going to be sorted out. For example, employees do not have equipments, they are not being given proper training, they are not knowing what exactly or in how much quantity the product are to be manufactured. So, if any employees is having any issue, any problem it is facing and that is becoming a cause of concern in the proper quality maintenance. So, these employees are expected to come and share their problem, so that the management or the company can take a corrective action and employees are working for the achievement of the quality standard. Employees apprise the management of different challenges, that what kind of challenges they are going to be faced, which they are facing in their day to day operational, and analyze the root cause of the problem. So, it is again the responsibility of the employees toward the management of the company that they should make aware or apprise it that what kind of issues and the problems are going to be faced by the organization. So, we need to just check out and we need to just identify that how this problem can be sorted out. So, a larger section of customer or large number of the customer have to look at that what challenges have to be sorted out. They need to do the required research and collect significant data, the data that have to be done, which would help them find solution to all the problem. So, even at every place, for example, into our supply chain, it is supplier, they are having certain data, it is inbound and outbound activities, there is a certain data, manufacturing there is a certain data, or it is distribution and sales. So, the data have to be collected and it need to be evaluated and analyzed properly, because the proper analysis and the proper evaluation of data will help the company to identify and search that what are the causes, what are the reasons that can help the company to improve the quality standard on the organization. This has become more important in nowadays or in today's scenario, since statistical analysis or analysis based on data has become more important, and now company have to take certain action that what kind of problem have to be taken around. So, every company have to do a proper planning and they need to set out certain goal and certain objective that how company is going to achieve the quality parameter or quality standard. For example, it is a manufacturing organization, it is a fintech or it is a financial company, it is an insurance company. They need to they need to do certain planning that how a company is going to maintain quality parameter or quality standard, so that customers are highly satisfied and quality issues are going to be resolved immediately. Nowadays, either it is the call center or it is the information technology, companies are largely or increasingly using information technology to know that where the problem exists, what are the quality issues that an organization is facing, and how does these quality issues can be sorted out. So, this is how this problem can be collected or can be sorted out immediately. Next, it is the doing phase. Into doing phase, what we are supposed to do, a solution for the identified problem in the planning phase is developed by the employees. So, in planning phase, our objective is for what? To explore, to identify the problem that a company is facing. Problem it could be that sales it is getting down or sales it is increasing. Now, at doing phase, we will be doing that what course of action have been done or taken, so that the overall sales of the organization it is going to improve. For example, there is a problem that the company is facing, customer churn rate is very high. Customer churn rate, I mean to say that customers are leaving the company and joining the competitor organization, as now it is happening in case of Vodafone and Idea and joining the other company. So, we have to identify a business problem in the planning phase, and in doing phase we need to chalk out, develop a solution that how does that problem can be solved, which we have identified into the planning phase. I mean to say customers are switching from you to the competitive organization, then we have to identify that why this problem is happening, and in order to stop this switching, what course of actions need to be taken or course of action need to be developed by the organization, so that this switching can be stopped and this problem can be sorted out. We have observed in this quarter as well as in the last quarter in TCS, Infosys and Wipro, the attrition rate is very high. It is a business problem, it is a problem that company is facing, that business problem the attrition rate is very high. Now, all these organizations have to come together or collectively need to search for that how this problem can be sorted out or what course of action could have been taken, so that this problem or attrition rate can be reduced, because attrition rate indicate some problems are indicating, some problem are existing inside the organization, some HR practices are having or some other issues are existing. So, if in any organization if the attrition rate is very high, then it indicates certain bad, it is a bad indication for the organization. So, in doing phase we need to develop certain plan, we need to develop certain strategy, so that this problem can be sorted out by the organization. So, in doing phase the primary objective it is what is solution for the problem that we have identified at planning phase. Problem planning is developed by the employees, and particularly or especially employee of the organizations are collectively working to develop a solution for this existing problem. You know, we can identify that why our new launches are not being accepted by the customer, whereas the competitor new products are being accepted very quickly. So, we can do a comparative analysis and we can identify and explore the reason behind why only competitors product are more accepted among the consumer, whereas our products are not as much successful. So, we need to go, we need to explore, we can conduct a survey inside the market, we can do a comparative analysis with our brand or the competitive brand, and then we can develop a solution for. Next, it is about strategies are devised implemented to crack down the challenges faced by the employees. So, whatever issues are being faced by the employees during manufacturing and that is causing a poor quality inside the organization, immediately certain strategies have to be developed and correct immediate action have to be taken, so that these problem of the employees can be sorted out. For example, nowadays the organization may purchase advanced machinery, advanced tools and advanced software, but employee exactly do not know how these need to be operated or need to be worked out. If we will give a proper training or proper the training will be provided to the employees. So, probably this difficulty or this problem of the employees can be immediately sorted out. Next, it is about efficiency and effectiveness of solution and strategies are also evaluated at this stage. Yes, we have developed a solution that how sales can increase, how attrition rate of the employees can be stopped, and how the new products are going to be more successful, but over a period of time or periodically we need to check out the solution that we have developed, are they still effective, are they still applicable, or they are going to be work for long span of time, or they are going to be work in longer span of time too. Now, third phase it is about checking phase. So, it is about a comparison analysis of before and after done in order to assess the effectiveness of the processes and measure the result. So, here we want to just see that before the action was taken, what was the situation of manufacturing, what was the situation of the quality, what was the situation of the sales, what was the situation of the attrition rate, and once a course of action being implemented or certain strategies are being implemented, then what kind of change has been observed or what kind of change has been seen inside the company. So, this checking phase it is a comparison, it is a comparative analysis just to check out before implementing strategy what was the situation, and after implementing the strategy how much change has happened inside the organization or inside the quality standard. So, this is these are the some parameters that we can check out and we can measure how our overall effectiveness it is going to be improved. Next, it is about acting phase, which is the last phase of the PDCA cycle. It is employee document their result and prepare themselves to address the other problem. So, this action that we have taken and what has been the outcome of these action, if it is proper and if it is going to be taken at some point of time. So, these course of action has been taken by the organization and they are going to be more long lasting and more profitable for the company. So, it is this is what the PDCA cycle, it is planning, do, check and act. At the planning phase where the employees are working or what is their intention, to just know what kind of problems the organizations have been facing, and what kind of problems employees are facing, that has become a reason or cause of the poor quality. That, as I shared some of the problem, that sales is coming down, products are not being accepted, the quality defects are there into the manufacturing. So, these kind of problem are there. Next, it is about the doing. At this stage, we will develop a solution for the problem that has been identified over here. Next, it is about check. Here we will just see that before this stage what was the situation, and after implementing it what kind of problems has been being done. And next, it is about action. Now, the company have to take an action, document it and maintain a proper record, and emphasize on other area or other element where the organization it is going to face certain problem. Next, it is the 5 S. Again 5 S are being developed as per the Japanese philosophy, and these 5 S are also concerned about maintenance of the quality standard in the organization. 5 S broadly are concerned with, or they are related with, that how quality can be maintained or quality standard can be maintained in the organization. So, 5 S is a philosophy and way of organizing and managing the workplace. 5 S are related with the workplace, how our workplace have to be maintained. So, these 5 S are related with how you need to keep equipment and stationery into workplace, how much time or how frequently the cleaning have to be done, so that the proper work can be done. The objective behind the 5 S is that if there is a proper organization or our workplace is properly organized and managed, then it is going to be more beneficial and the productivity of the organization it is more concerned. So, the ultimately the motto and the reasons behind the 5 S is what? It is about 5 S. 5 S are more concerned about managing and organizing the workplace. It is managing and organizing the workplace, and organize and manage the workplace in such a way that it is more conducive, it is more good and friendly for the employees, and they feel more comfortable and easy inside the organizations for further improvement. So, it is for improving the work environment in the organization, so that all employees are feeling comfortable and happy to Next, 5 S activities are to create good working environment and through the education, that is related to the Muri, Mura and Muda. These are the Japanese terminology Muri, Mura and Muda. So, Muri is related with overburden, unreasonableness and absurdity. Overburden, it's I mean to say something should not be overburdened, either the employees or equipment at particular place. So, wherever there is a overburden, they need to be reduced and they need to be optimized in such a way, so that they are easy to handle and they are easy to operate. Next, it is about unreasonableness. If for any equipment or for any resource or for any stationery, if there is no logic to exist, then we need to find out that they need to be removed from there. And if unreasonableness exists, we need to take certain action, so that corrective course of action can be taken. Next, it is about Mura. Mura, it is related with the uneven or inconsistently, primarily with the physical matter and human spiritual condition. So, in case we find out that there is some inconsistency in the employees behavior or their spiritual condition, then some action have to be taken. Muda, activity which is wasteful and does not add value to the organization. So, as the time passed on, certain value lose their relevance and they are not more fruitful for the organization. So, we need to, if some activities are there which are not very fruitful, which are not good, we need to eradicate and eliminate them, so that they are not no more existing in the organization. Now, these 5 S, it is one that is related to sort, and sort indicate eliminate unnecessary item on our desk, on our workstation. It is only be those items which are required. Unnecessary items should not be on the workplace or around the workplace, otherwise it is going to be a sense of discomfort. Next set, it is efficient and effective storage of the necessary item. The item, equipment, tools that are frequently being used, they need to be used or put into a proper way or into proper order, so that the proper maintenance can be done. Next, it is about shine, which is related to cleaning up one's workplace daily. You know, the workplace need to be clean daily. The better or the more clean it is, employees are more happy to work there. Next, it is about standardized consistent implementation of S1 to S3 activities. So, all these 3 activities have to maintain, and these all 3 activities need to be standardized. Next, it is about sustain, where we have identified it is discipline, it is commitment, and it is empowerment. So, into sustain way or into sustain way, we have to just identify how it need to be work out or need to be gained over a certain period of time. So, these are the 5 S that we have to work for. It is sort, eliminate those items, they are no more required, they are not necessary. Set, it is efficient and effective storage of those equipment and tool which are more in use and they are frequently being used. Next, it is about shine, cleaning up one's own workplace daily. So, cleaning is so important and it had to be done on a regular basis. Next, it is about the standardized consistent implementation. I mean to say these 3, 1 to 3 need to be done and implement and maintained by the organization on a regular basis. And next, it is about sustain, it is discipline and commitment and empowerment to this. Next, it is about the total productive maintenance. Again, total productive maintenance, it is related with the quality or improvement of the quality, and total productive maintenance as a concept, it is concerned about that in our manufacturing organization, breakdowns should be minimum, or our equipment and machinery that we are using into our manufacturing, it need to be of so much quality or good quality that it is not going to be deteriorated, or its quality is going to be up to the standard. Now, total productive maintenance, it is related with the maintenance or quality of machinery, tools, equipment. And why TPM is required? Because if a company, if it would have TPM, I mean to say they would be having high standard of the quality product, quality equipment and quality resources, their overall productivity is going to be high. Next, why the total TPM is required? It is optimizing equipment effectiveness by eliminating all types of breakdown and failure. So, we need to check out, even we have observed that manufacturing organization time to time, they took maintenance break and they check out and they observe whether the all machinery and all equipments are up to the standard or not. So, this is a regular exercise, and the intention behind the this exercise is to check the health of quality, to check the health of machinery and equipment, whether they will be continuously performing or not. We have seen during this lockdown that the companies like it is Hero Motocorps and companies like Bajaj Auto, or it is Mahindra and Mahindra, and several other manufacturing organization, they announce for the maintenance break and they repair their workstation, they repair their tools and equipment, and they check out their quality parameter or quality standard on the regular basis. So, that whether they are in the position or in the condition to work for a long span of time. Next, it is about to speed losses. The total productive maintenance is also being maintained or done in the organization. So, that our pace of work and pace of maintenance, it is as per the quality standard. Next, it is a defect and other waste in the operation. The organization also intend about that in other area or in other discipline, wherever the problems are existing, we need to find out where the defects are more, where the waste is more, and that need to be reduced. Next, it is about autonomous maintenance by employees, giving them proper training. So, we need to give we can give some proper training to our employees. This will enable our employees to maintain quality or quality of machinery or quality of equipment by employees itself. So, better it is, or it is in the interest of the organization, that we need to train our employees the most and make them so competent, make them so much enable that they are capable to handle their tools and equipment by themselves, rather than taking help from outside or taking help from anybody else outside. And this can be done, or this can only happen if company it is doing lot of expenditure on training and on educating them. Next, company wide involvement of all employees through small group activities. So, in the quality maintenance or in the maintenance of the equipment quality or machinery quality, again it is responsibility of everybody in the organization, every function in the organization, so that everyone have to be involved for the overall maintenance of the equipment and resources. Next, what kind of types of breakdown of the equipment can happen. At some of time we can observe that equipment stop working, they are not working properly. Next, equipment deteriorate and its performing ability has diminished. So, at some point of time we observe and we saw our machinery stopped working. Again it could be a cause of problem, and again a type of breakdown. And again there the other kind of the breakdown, it could be that machinery is continuously performing, but their speed of performance it is reducing. Earlier they were producing 20 units per hour, now only they are using 10 units per hour. So, again the overall is going down. Next, it is equipment has hidden defects. So, if these defects are there, again they have to be identified. Now, it is a comparison between the TQM and TPM. As I told you, quality is related with the output, whereas TPM it is related with the equipment, machinery and all that. Next, it is systematize the management, it is software oriented, the employees participation, and it is hardware oriented. So, we identify and observe TQM, we observe more of software use and application of the software, whereas into the TPM it is more usage of the hardware. Next, it is about the target, it is quality for PPM. I mean to say the quality improvement have to be sorted out by the organization, or quality need to be improved. Next, it is elimination of losses and wastage. So, by proper equipment we want to maintain our proper record of quality. So, that is all for it. Thank you everyone.